Hey there guys, how's it going? Today I wanted to show you my 216 by 216 door. Now just as a little disclaimer, this is really on the concept side of just building redstone stuff, just because this is by far the absolute worst door you're ever going to come across. It takes, I don't even know where to start with the problems this thing has, but the concept that I'm really showing you guys here isn't anything practical, but it's actually that with some of the quarry mechanics stuff I built, I reused some of it, and what you can actually do is sort of build up a plane of blocks and destroy the plane as well. And that's what this machine here is. So I'll start it up, hit this button here, and what you should see it do, if I built it all correctly, yeah, there we go. It'll put out some cobblestone here from a generator in here. Oh man, that is really slow. I did not think it would be this slow frame rate while I was recording. But then this huge flying machine here pushes all the cobblestone upwards. It has a lot of graphical problems loading this thing, and it'll slowly sort of fill up this frame with the cobblestone. And when I said this was the worst door you may ever see, I'm not joking at all. One, it has to destroy the cobblestone with a wither. Second, it takes 13 hours to open and 13 hours to close. So this thing actually takes over a day to just open and close once. It uses a huge amount of resources. What else is horrible about it? Yeah, I couldn't even manage to do a time lapse for you guys, just because when you're far away from this thing, this is the view you get, not a nice view of the slime machine flying upwards. You just get graphical lag and maybe something in the middle flying up and down. But it's the concept that counts, right? But really, though, that's all I'm showing you guys with this thing is the concept. So yeah, like I said, this thing takes 13 hours to open and close. So I'm actually going to turn this one off, and I have a much smaller version over here. And hopefully after I show you this one, you'll buy that it's expandable in both dimensions, and then you'll understand how this thing works and buy that this thing works as well. So I'm going to turn this thing off now, just so it's not causing a huge frame rate drop. Oh, it's actually not that bad right now. Alright, so here's the smaller version. This right here is a, I'm not going to remember the name. It's like vertical bidirectional engine shifter, something along those lines. What this thing does here is it will return the primary flying machine, and after it returns it, I'll just turn this thing on so you guys can watch it. I tried to set up a little control system for this. I think I'm just going to be executing this thing by hand for you guys. So turn it on there, and you can see it pushes out one kind of row of cobblestone. And then what we can do is, yeah, I'm just going to be doing this by hand here. Do that, and it will start up the engine. This thing will fly up and grab the cobblestone. This is the starting state that the door would start in when it's open. And what it'll do is fly up here and trigger this whole secondary flying machine, and watch what happens. So this thing flies back down, gets shifted, and then this thing shifts downward by one block. So the first time that this thing flies up here, it doesn't leave any cobblestone behind. Ooh, I need to have good timing here, because I just set this thing up to sort of auto return. But now the second time, it won't have gotten rid of the cobblestone here because that's on the slime blocks here, and it will push up another row of cobblestone blocks here. And then, it's the same drill as before. It hits that, reverses, and now it leaves the cobblestone here. And then, that exact process just reverses, just keeps on going on until this engine here gets to the bottom, and by that point, a pretty big, wall of cobblestone will have been built up. Actually, I'm going to get this machine to that state and then come back to it. Alright, so this thing would fly up on its last time bringing up a row of cobblestone blocks. This particular setup I have would just work for a 2 by, what would this be? 2x24 door. So you can see the actual like rectangular area left behind is this 2x24 area, not counting the squares up here. Uh-oh, I need to turn it off. There we are. Alright, so what happened was here, I guess I should have showed it, but this engine hit this station, the bottom station, and got changed in a way that now this thing will, instead of shifting downwards, shift back upwards. So what would happen now is every time this thing returns to the bottom, well, the machinery down here would detect that the verbs here has reached the bottom. That's what this thing's called in its abbreviated name of verbs. Would reach the bottom control station, and that would set this thing up to now start destroying the cobblestone instead of generating it. So it would turn off the generator and would turn on this conveyor belt. Do that, and now it's pulled the cobblestone off the slime blocks here. This thing can take off again. Yep. And as that thing's flying, the cobblestone can be destroyed from the last trip it made. And rinse, repeat. Just keep on redoing this over and over. Sometimes it breaks like that. If there's nothing there to get rid of the blocks. Nope. There we are. Alright. Comes back empty the first time. I think it's supposed to. Or it may have not reset correctly here. Maybe it didn't. Oh dear. Okay. Let me come back in just a second when this thing's not broken. Alright, I think I got this thing working. Yeah, so what's supposed to happen is, this thing grabs a layer of cobblestone, brings it back down, and destroys it like I showed. By the way, go check out Wout, his video on this thing. This is his design, the verbs here. I think this is a really cool application of it. You can blame him for it breaking. Just kidding. But yeah, so this thing flies up here, and there we go, awesome. Grabs the next layer of cobblestone, brings it back down. This thing would remove the cobblestone, destroy it with a wither like I have over there, or whatever else. Yeah, just a wither, I suppose. Yeah, destroy it. So, oh, I just remembered the other thing that makes this door horrible is that it's really ugly, because all you can have is cobblestone. Yeah, so, I should probably title this video something, not just like 216 by 216 door, but like world's ugliest and biggest door. I have no idea. Yeah, so that's all I wanted to show you guys, really. Just kind of a concept for, how you can infinitely generate and destroy a, well, not infinite, how you can generate and destroy an infinitely wide and infinitely tall, kind of plane of blocks. And then I tried to format the door all nicely here. So this is, what it'd look like in theory once it's finally built. Obviously you need like a hole on the side for the slime engine to sort of pop through. You need a hole on the top for the slime engine to fly up through. The verbs would fly up and down here. And yeah, you get this really ugly, weird looking top. If you want it to be flush, then you have to have like a weird sort of like castle look where the cobblestone goes up and down instead of just having it be flat. And yeah, so very unpractical, ugly door. Thought you guys might enjoy it, so thanks for watching. Well, download if you guys want to check this thing out. Yeah, in theory, I guess you could actually make this with like ice or stone, or I don't know, maybe even ghost blocks somehow. But yeah, for the most part, this is a very impractical, ugly door. But I thought you guys might like it, so yep, that's all. Bye.